this computer?
Yes.
Hi, Deb and Jackie and Patricia and
Deb.
Debbie and yeah.
There's
There.
Deb and Debbie.
There's two Debbie. Yeah, Deb and Debbie.
Okay,
Right.
so I'm going to go ahead and share my screen now.
All right.
We're started recording.
And I'm going to mute.
Yes, if you could all mute yourselves, that would be awesome. And then have a notepad and pencil handy so that you can write notes. And then when I'm finished presenting, I will ask for questions. So this usually takes about a half hour to go through the PowerPoint presentation. And then there'll be some time for Q&A afterwards. So
Okay.
you all know who I am. I'm Christine Till, as in till we meet again. I call myself the marketing mentress. And the reason I started doing that is right after I started helping people with LinkedIn, I took a course on social media marketing and how to do that. Because I'm a boomer. I didn't grow up with any of this technical stuff. I didn't know. I had to bring my 10-year-old son into the office because I was working as a secretary in a real estate office. And I sneaked my 10-year-old son in after hours to teach me how to use the computer. Because I had, up until that time, been using an IBM Selectric typewriter. Do you remember those? Anybody remember those? Well, all of a sudden I walked into my office one day and there on the middle of my desk was this miniature monster, which I had no idea even how to turn on. It was an Apple IIe sitting in the middle of my desk. And I'm going, okay, now what do I do? And that was right at the beginning of computers. It was really hard to find somebody who could teach you how to use it, let alone use it. So I brought my 10-year-old son in and he taught me how to turn the thing on and how to work it and how to send email and how to do Word documents. And that's how I got my start in online stuff. Well, fast forward to a whole bunch of years later, here I am teaching people how to do LinkedIn and how to use social media and how to do marketing for your business, for your own business online. And the reason I started doing that is I was laid off from my job back in 2011. But I'd been using LinkedIn for a year or two before that. I think it was a couple years before that, because my oldest son, Michael, who is a programmer, he's a lead programmer at Amazon, and he heads up a team of programmers. And he said he had developed a program that would go into LinkedIn. It was a bot. They call them bots, and get leads for people using LinkedIn. Well, LinkedIn has now banned all bots. So my son, doesn't do that anymore, but he had me doing that part-time, helping him with LinkedIn. Well, when I first got started using LinkedIn, in order to do a marketing job for my son, I had to sign up with LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. At that time, they didn't have Instagram. And Pinterest was brand new. So I didn't know much about Pinterest. And so I was so scared of social media that I read the entire terms of use for LinkedIn, Facebook, and Twitter. And so I knew what was accepted and what wasn't accepted and how you should set up your profile and what LinkedIn expects of you and Facebook and Twitter. And then I started going to networking meetings because I got laid off my job in the 1st of January of 2011, and I had put out a myriad of resumes to invite people to interview me, and I got 4 interviews and 1 job offer for $10 an hour. And I'm going, oh boy, now what am I going to do? $10 an hour won't even pay my car payment hardly. So I started going to networking meetings, and I figured, well, my oldest son said to me, Mom, you're really good at marketing. Why don't you just start a marketing business? I went, okay. So I went to these meetings, and you have to stand up at these meetings and introduce yourself. They call them an elevator speech that you have to give. And so I listened to everybody as they were doing their elevator speeches, and I got a brainwave, and I thought, oh, I'm going to ask everybody who's on social media. So I stood up and I introduced myself. Hi, I'm Christine Till, the marketing mentoress. And how many of you here are on Facebook? Well, all the hands went up in a room of about 30 to 40 people. And how many of you are on Twitter? Well, about half the hands in the room would go up. And then I asked them, how many of you are on LinkedIn? Well, 3 hands in the whole room went up. I was shocked. So then while I'm standing there, I'm thinking on the spot, I said, okay, how many of you would like help with LinkedIn? Because I knew I could help them. And all the hands went up. So I said, okay, starting next week, 20 minutes before the meeting, two 20-minute slots before the meeting and 2 20-minute slots after the meeting, $1 a minute, $20 to get help starting to set up your LinkedIn profile. Well, I discovered later that was way too little to be charging, but it was a start. And so as a result of all the experience that I had working with my son on his project to get leads for people using LinkedIn, I realized that I could help people be able to do that for themselves on a smaller scale. Some of the companies that we had worked for were IBM and Dell Computers and some software companies that had developed software for the medical industry in the United States. And that, you know, the software that they use in the doctor's offices now, where they get on the computer and they enter everything in the computer, that's a special software program that is interactive between doctors' offices throughout the entire province. And so in the United States, it's per state, right? So I've learned that the biggest kept secret for LinkedIn and for Facebook, for that matter, is in the groups. That's the biggest kept secret. So there are 5 reasons why we need to be using LinkedIn. Number 1, the average age of people on LinkedIn is 43 years. So you've got a more mature individual, somebody who has a little bit more money to spend. And then number 2, the average income of people on LinkedIn is between $75,000 and $86,000 annually, US. And number 3, the average income of executives on LinkedIn is between $125,000 and $150,000 annually, US. And number 4, everybody on LinkedIn is there to do business. They're there for business. They're not there to have fun. They're there to build relationships with people so that they can do business. And number 5, drum roll, the biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups. And that's what I'm going to show you about today. So helping you get more customers, more team members, and grow your business is very important. Trying to find my button to push here. Here we go. So are you tired of struggling to find prospects, yo-yo marketing on again and off again, up and down, trying to figure out how to make LinkedIn convert into paying clients? So the deepest, darkest secrets of LinkedIn are, so that you can master LinkedIn, what we're going to talk about, and find the perfect prospects, clients, and customers without ever having to pay a dime for any advertising. What would that be worth to you? Oops, I think I skipped 2 slides. How would you feel if you were able to make 100,000 plus annually, much of it while you are asleep? If you could wave a realistic magic wand, where do you see your business in the next 6 to 12 months? On a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to you to accomplish your dreams and goals? Number 1 being not so important, and number 10 being of the utmost of importance. So on a scale of 1 to 10, how important is it to you to accomplish your dreams and goals? On a scale of 1 to 10, how willing are you? Yeah, this is a real cincher or clincher. How willing are you to do whatever it takes to accomplish your goals? 1, not willing at all, or 10, totally willing. Because everything takes a little work. What if you didn't give yourself a 10 rating on these questions? What if there's something inside you that's telling you there's a better way? It's easy to stand with the crowd. It takes courage to stand alone. If you've spent endless hours posting and messaging on social media, trying to build a following, I don't know what's the matter with my computer mouse, and you've had no results to speak of, stay with me right to the end because this is for you. Today we're going to show you the 5 secrets of LinkedIn groups that can help you make money while you sleep so you can dominate LinkedIn. But to most LinkedIn users, it's the biggest kept secret on the net, and it's time you were told. Until now, what you're about to learn will revolutionize how you use LinkedIn for business. We're going to turn LinkedIn into an automated recruiting machine and build your team while you sleep. And the groups are the secret power to LinkedIn to help you get more customers, more team members, and grow your business. The world has changed. 2020 will go down in history as the year of the pivot. We will never be the same. We can only pivot forward. This new normal includes a dramatic shift in the way we do business. Postal and delivery services are enjoying the online shopping explosion. Virtually everything we do with or for business must be done on the internet today. In 2020, Amazon captured 49.1% of the e-commerce market. It is followed by eBay at 6.6% and Apple at 3.9%. But get this, Alibaba sold $765 billion, more than doubling Amazon at $239 billion. Almost half of consumers say they will be happy if they never have to enter a store or mall again. And they're beating feet to online systems. Today, I'm going to show you what you can do to get your dreams and goals using a 5-step system. And consistency is the key. Step number 1 is about helping you with clarity and vision to be crystal clear on where you want your business to be. Do you see value in that? Step 2 is helping you strategize your actions, and I will help you with a simple daily 4-step action plan so that you know exactly what you need to do each day in an hour or less. Step 3, I'm going to help you upgrade your skills. You'll learn how to use the power of LinkedIn to have a steady stream of leads coming to you. You'll get additional training on how to bring the conversation from online to offline. Step 4 is about optimizing your environment, removing any friction to success, particularly in the area of technology. Step 5 is mastering your psychology and your business. It's where you master your psychology around making money and marketing yourself and your business. Here's group secret number 1. The biggest kept secret to LinkedIn is in the groups, and it starts here. Finding your target audience. Group secret number 2, reach out to the group members and build relationships. And I teach you how to do that. Group secret number 3, start by joining just 5 groups. And once you get used to doing those 5 groups, then you can expand. I think I'm in maybe about 20. You can join up to 100 groups on LinkedIn, and I was there. I was in 100 groups, but there's no way you can build decent relationships in all those groups. So I pared down, that shall we say. Here's group secret number 4. Share your posts in the groups, 1 per day. Just 1 post a day. Group secret number 5. Connect with the group members by inviting them to connect with you. Well, you're not going to stand on the street corner with a megaphone, but I thought that was a cute little guy to use. How much money do you want to make so that you can finally pay your bills? So that you can get out from under that mountain of credit card debt? So that you can take that dream vacation? What's your dream? I love this picture. I want to go on that boat. I went, oh my gosh, that's like 4 hotels. 4 super duper huge hotels. Would you love to have a vacation home? Would you love to pay off your mortgage? What do you want? In my all-new LinkedIn Turbochargers Mastermind, I'm going to show you exactly how you can dig deep, unleashing the secrets of LinkedIn, showing you how to attract your perfect prospects to you, showing you how to make LinkedIn your virtual assistant, showing you LinkedIn Turbocharger through the LinkedIn Turbocharger Mastermind in this hands-on, highly interactive LinkedIn Turbocharger Mastermind. Well, I should have worded that different. Blah, blah, blah. But you get my idea. Plan your pivot and learn to make the changes you need. Learn how to develop a killer profile up close and personal the first time out. Learn how to set up your personal LinkedIn virtual assistant. Learn how to mine the LinkedIn groups for your ideal prospects and clients and customers. Learn how to build relationships in the groups by reaching out to fellow members. Join LinkedIn Turbocharger Mastermind and be part of our membership and dive deep into the secrets of LinkedIn attracting your perfect prospects. And here's what you get. You'll learn about how to set up searches to create your own LinkedIn virtual assistant. That's usually valued at $113. Oops, I think I skipped a slide. I can't see where my mouse is. There we go. And the secrets of the groups to teach somebody how to do that is valued at $149. Building relationships on LinkedIn, a value of $177. I teach how to do that in a course, in a class, just a one-time class. And you can have access to my recordings each week throughout the program. And you'll learn the true value of owning your own group and setting it up. And that's a value of $234. You'll learn how to capture new leads daily while you sleep, a value of $115. So you'll get exclusive access to my text messaging platform so you can message me anytime. You'll learn how to use the #1 platform on the net, bar none, and become a superstar online marketer. Did I do 2 slides? No. So register today for a one-time investment of $89 and then just $25 a month thereafter for your membership, and you can start and stop at any time with 30 days notice. So when you purchase today, you save years of frustration. The offer is open until January 31st of 2022, and the countdown starts now. $89, join now. You go to this URL, and let's see if I can copy it and paste it into I'll try and copy and paste it into the chat. Thank you. Join now. Go to https://go.marketingmentors.com/mastermind. And I'm going to stop my share. Go into the chat.
I think that is the link that we have, right?
Yeah, I think I sent it to you. You should all have it. And it should take you to the payment page. So have you been writing questions down?
The only thing I found is when you're talking, I get a little, like, are we working for LinkedIn to make money, or are we getting prospects back to our own business? It was getting kind of,
Okay.
it's kind of a mixture, isn't it? Like,
Well, you're using LinkedIn as a tool to get your own prospects, right?
okay,
So when you, one of the things I've learned through my years of coaching is I have a lot of people that I've coached, and they buy my 3-hour package or my 5-hour package or my 10-hour package, and they pay me hundreds of dollars for that, right? But when the time is up, then they don't feel like they can come and ask me questions after they've used up their time, right? And we get them all set up and ready to go, and then I don't see them posting on LinkedIn. And one of the things that I've learned is that if we want people to notice us, we need to be posting every day. And I have some platforms that I can share with you so that you can learn how to attach all of your social media, LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest can all be attached to these posting programs. I use Sprout Social myself. Sprout Social is probably the most sophisticated one of all of them, but it's not free. You can try it for 30 days for free, but then after that, we have to pay for it. And you can attach all of your social media to that one platform. You just have to go into that one platform and then schedule posts to go out to whichever social media platforms you want, because they're all attached.
wow, that's
And
good.
it
'Cause you're
saves you
not
so
copying
much.
and pasting, copying and pasting.
That's right. I tried using Hootsuite in the beginning.
Mhm.
In fact, on my podcast show, the Marketing Mentors Show, I had interviewed the CEO of Hootsuite, and he was so enamoring. I just went, my gosh, this is really a cool guy. And so I started using Hootsuite, and it was free. And then there was a paid platform at that time, and you could get it for $10 a month. But very shortly thereafter, it went to there was no free. You had to start with a paid platform. And I haven't checked it out for many months now because I haven't had to. But shortly after I started using Hootsuite, I was going to all the networking meetings. I was saying to everybody, you guys need to be using Hootsuite. This is blah, blah, blah. And I was telling them about how great it was. But with Hootsuite, you had to enter everything in, select a date and time, select which platforms you wanted the post to go out to, and then click send, schedule. Then you had to upload it all again if you wanted it to go out more than one time,
Right.
and have to keep repeating it. But with Sprout Social, so if you've got an event coming up, with Sprout Social, you can have all your social media platforms attached, leave them all turned on, and then you can put in whatever you want to put in the message box, attach a picture, attach a URL, and then schedule the different times and different days, and you can schedule forever. I
Wow.
repurpose all my articles that I publish on LinkedIn, and I'm behind, I think, a week. I need to get something written and published this week, because I try to do it at least once a week, but over Christmas, and I fell down a little bit. But anyway, you can, so say I publish an article today. It's the 10th, right, of January. The 10th. Now, I've got calendars on my wall because then I can quickly see what dates each date changes to. So if you see me pointing, that's what I'm doing. I'm pointing to all my calendars that are up on the wall. So the 10th of February becomes a Thursday. So it's a Monday right now, right? So I can have a post go out at 10 o'clock in the morning, say today. And then the 10th, which is off Thursday, it's a different day of the week, it's going to be reaching a different audience. And I'll choose a different time. So maybe I'll have it scheduled for 8 a.m. The 10th of March is also going to be a Thursday. So I might move that to the Friday or on the Wednesday, which is the 9th, and schedule that at a different time, say 2 o'clock. And then April, the 10th, becomes a Sunday. Well, on the weekends, I've found that it's really good to post things later in the evening, so about 7 o'clock. So
Yeah,
I'll post a 7 o'clock post because that's when people, especially Sunday evening, before you're getting ready to go back to work, people start checking their email and their messages in their social media and stuff. And then the 10th of May becomes a Tuesday. I can choose another time of day, say 4 o'clock in the afternoon. The 10th of June is a Friday again, so I'm not going to do that. So you can do 6 months out. And the reason I started doing that is because people I'm not connected to today, but I'm connected to later in one of these months because I'm always inviting new people to connect with me. They will never see my post that I posted today. So I need to reach them, right? Plus, people check their social media at different times. And they say 5 key times to check your social media are 8 a.m. before they go to work, 10 a.m. coffee break, 2 p.m. coffee break, 4 p.m. just as they're getting off work, and 7 p.m. just after dinner. So those are the key times. And then you can, once you start posting, you can start seeing what times people are responding to your posts right there on Sprout Social. It shows you when the most people are responding. So then you can change your times when you post. Another thing I do is I go online and I go searching for famous quotes with pictures. Right now, I do a mixture of Snoopy quotes. That's the wisdom of Snoopy. Everybody likes to have a bit of a smile and get a little wisdom because you smile and you go, yeah, that's right. And you kind of
Winnie the
smile.
Pooh is my favorite philosopher.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh is great. You can look up famous quotes with Winnie the Pooh.
I know Christopher Robins.
Yeah. And there's a lot of free stuff that you can get, right? So you can copy these posts and save them in a file on your computer.
Yeah.
And so what I do is I put a date on each one. So January the 1st, and I save it in my picture
And you
file.
just pull it out.
Yeah,
on
for
that day.
January of 22, I have all these all saved. And so once a month, I will sit down for 2 hours and copy and paste posts in. So I have something that I can schedule to go out through Sprout Social every day, that whole month, because people don't realize if you post once a week, nobody will ever know you. They will never see your posts. If you post once a month, they're definitely never going to see your posts. And so we have to work up gradually to 3 posts a day. And that's why you repurpose your articles. When you write 1 article a week and repurpose that article, then you gradually will end up so that you're having multiple posts every day going out, right? So you have 1 post a day to start with, and I call it cheating, but it's really not. I think it's smart to use an auto posting platform. I looked up to see how much it was going to cost me to hire a virtual assistant to do the posting for me before I got on a platform. Excuse me. Oh, you just want to make a copy? My husband's interrupting here a little bit. We have one copier machine
Okay.
here in the office here. in my office. He doesn't have one in his office yet. This is supposed to be one that you can do on wireless, but for some reason it's a fairly new copier. It's only a year old, but we can't seem to get the wireless to stay connected, so we end up plugging it in by a cord.
Did you check online?
Yeah.
Because there's
I
supposed to
did.
be a link online that you can
Oh,
manage
okay.
that.
I'll do that again.
Yeah, that's how I worked mine out.
Oh, good for you.
I just throw it
Anyway,
off the balcony.
all this online stuff, right? My gosh. So anyway, back to posting. So I found a person who was here in Alberta. I met her at a networking group, and I had met her for coffee and asked her how much she charged, and she said $1,200 a month. Yeah, okay, thank you very much. So then
know.
I got hold of online. I checked out some people in the Philippines, and they charged $300 a month. There was a girl in Ontario that was from the Philippines, and she charged $300 a month. I checked out India, and they were about 350, I think $349 it was a month for them. But the thing is, when you go to these other countries, their grammar is really poor. And
we know.
yeah. So you want to, when you're a professional and you're online portraying yourself as a professional, if there is a mistake in your grammar or your spelling, I lost a potential client way back in the beginning when I was first getting started because I was banging out typing stuff and a response message to somebody, and I misspelled her name, and she got back to me and she says, well, you're obviously not very professional if you don't know how to spell my name properly, and thank you very much, but goodbye. And she blocked me, and I went, oh. But that was, way back in the beginning. So that's how important it is to be professional online. And so I thought $300. So I checked out Sprout Social, and the most expensive platform for Sprout Social is about $200
Wow.
a month. And I'm on a platform that's about $100 a month. And so I figure, well, I can take a little bit of time, 2 hours once a month, and pre-schedule posts to get the first one going out. And then it's just a few minutes at different times in the month when I write an article, post an article. And that's going to get republished, repurposed throughout. I repurpose them 6 months out. So it just made sense to me. It's a business expense. So I pay $100 a month for this. And you can attach, I think, 5 to 10 platforms. They've upgraded it since, I think it might be 5 platforms now, right now at the $100. Is it 5? You just checked it out? Okay. Well, that's LinkedIn, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and Pinterest, right? So you've got all your 5 basics right there.
I'm not in any of those.
Yeah. And,
I don't need it.
with
Debbie
everything.
is. Debbie's on all these multiple ones, not me.
Yeah. Well, with the everything going online today, even my business card is digital. If you guys check out Marketing Mentress, MENTRESS, all one word, marketingmentress.com. That's my website, business card, my CRM, my text messaging platform, everything all in one. And it costs less than $100 a month. My website that I canceled in March of 2020 because I realized, I sat there, it was right at the beginning of COVID, and I sat there looking at my website and I went, do you know what? This website hasn't gotten me one conversion into a client, not one, in all the time I've had this website. And I had all my links up there. All they had to do is go and click and go in and pay and join. But what they would do is they would read up on it on my website, And then they would pick up the phone because my phone number was on there and phone me, or they would email me, say, hey, I want to work with you. I'm going, okay, we can arrange that. So I hardly ever even used my pay link. And so, because they would say, can I send you an e-transfer? And I would say, oh, well, okay, I guess you can do that. So I canceled my website. And it was not even 2 weeks after I was introduced to this new concept called the bump card. And I just love it. I love it, love it, love it.
What?
It's called the bump card, and I'll show you. I'm just bringing it up on my phone right now.
Okay.
If you can get to me at www.thebumpcard.com, but that's what it looks like.
Oh, okay.
And it's unlimited pages. You can put all kinds of videos on there for your business. You can put special offers on there. There's a form that they can fill out so that they can get added onto your email list, onto your CRM. It is absolutely
Wow.
phenomenal, phenomenal. And then there's a little burger menu up in the top right corner that you can click. And you click the burger menu, and then there's a whole bunch more pages on there. You can't see them very clearly on here because of the light reflection.
We get the idea though.
Yeah, yeah. So it's absolutely phenomenal. And it's your CRM. So you've got your email platform, your text messaging platform, all those things together. Hi, Stephen. Just feel free to sit in and enjoy. I'm at the end of a presentation I'm doing on LinkedIn here. So anyway, do you have any other questions?
Can we email e-transfer?
Well, they could do that on email. Yeah. Through your email.
I e-transfer everything.
Yeah. So just
Okay.
it's $89 in US funds. So you have to convert it to
Oh, you're making us work at that.
Canadian. Well, I can tell you what it is in Canadian.
Oh, we can figure it out. Might not be that tomorrow.
Yeah, but it's been going down lately, so it's really
I
good.
know. We're going up.
So it's $112.70 right now, Canadian.
How come it's US?
Because everything you do online has to be US now. Everything, it's the US, it's the standard for all online training. The thing
Okay,
is,
Ours isn't.
if you don't register through the online link, what happens is you don't get into the reminder list that's attached, because I've got everything all set up to automatically go out and remind everybody about the course that's coming up.
So when we go through your link there, would it go onto credit card then or something?
Yes,
like
you
that?
should be able to use a credit card.
Could that also be used as just use our debit credit card?
I think so. I've never had anybody say they've had trouble with the debit credit.
So-
Yeah, because I like using that.
Yeah.
So, where do we start once we get going with you here? You'll take us through how to get LinkedIn all started for us, like from beginning to end.
Yeah,
like,
we'll do very basic beginning.
Yeah, because how to get on, what to do, what not to do, and all that kind of stuff.
What
Yeah.
do I do with these 100 people a day I seem to be getting? Yes,
So
I'd like to connect. Yes, I'd like to connect. Yes, I'd like to connect.
Are there 100 people wanting to connect with you every day?
Just about.
Or are they just viewing your profile?
No, I send out following, right? A lot of the times it's following. That's
Right.
what I wanted to tell you. I get frustrated because I'll send out connect, right?
Uh-huh.
And then the program tells me, you can't do that. You've done enough this week.
Uh,
And I get so frustrated. So all you can do then is follow.
yeah. We can
Why?
address all of those when we get together next week.
Okay.
Yeah, we'll go through all of that, and I'll teach you how to control who you connect to,
So
because
should
you
you be
don't
following
want to just
anybody or just connecting?
you have to be careful who you follow. The people you follow, you want to follow people that already have a really big following.
Yes,
And the reason for that is because like I don't follow people unless they have several thousand followers already.
exactly. I look at that too.
Yeah. And the
I
reason
didn't
for
know what I
that
was
is,
doing, but I was looking at
yeah, good girl. Yeah.
2 followers. Nah.
Yeah. So have I completely confused you all now?
Not really,
No.
no, I'm intrigued to know what to do next.
I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Yeah, so when I go to answer all these that say, yeah, I'd like to connect with you.
Yeah, it's been a real good ride, and part of the reason why I chose to start helping people with LinkedIn was because I had such a time starting. It was really hard. There were many times I sat in front of that computer and I had tears in my eyes because I just trying to get this boomer head to absorb everything. It just
Become very overwhelming.
Well,
yeah,
that's what it's becoming to me lately. It's like, I can't answer all these,
yeah.
not in one day. And so the list is getting bigger and bigger.
I'm a kind of person that if I got 100 emails back to me a day, I try to get 50 of them back. I like to get back to people right away.
Mhm.
So I want to like just if I'm gonna go, I'm gonna go.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah. It's either all or none.
yeah, kind of go for it.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's the new year, and I want to just like either I'm gonna go or I'm gonna stop.
yeah.
There's
I
no
hear you big time.
there's no neutral. There's no
well, that's what
neutral.
I want too, but I
Yeah,
want the
'cause-
easier way to do it.
But Christine, do we just have to e-transfer you just e-transfer you through our card then, and just to your email?
Well, no, I'd prefer you to go through the link that I sent, because then
Okay.
you'll get then you get automatically input to my reminder list of emails
Okay.
that come out each week.
Yeah.
But because if you send it by e-transfer,
Yeah.
then I have to go through a whole bunch of
For
rigmarole to get you added to
bypassing
the
all
list.
that. Yeah,
Okay.
yeah,
Okay.
I got it.
Sounds
Yeah.
good. Sounds
Oh.
really good.
I gotta
Awesome.
take this call, guys.
Okay.
Sorry.
All right,
So
Christine,
I'm
that's
going
where
to,
we're at. So are we on
You're
again
not
next
muted,
Monday then?
Pat.
yeah, so next Monday you guys are all in Alberta, are you?
Yep,
No,
I
Manitoba.
am.
Manitoba.
So you're on Central Time. Okay, so you're
Colorado.
behind us an hour. And so it's at 4 o'clock
Ahead.
Alberta time, Mountain Time. So it'd be 3 o'clock your time, Deb?
5. Would be 5. She's
5
ahead.
o'clock. Oh, she's ahead, right, ahead. Okay, the other way. All right.
Yeah, I can't do much before 5 because I have another work at home job as well.
Ah,
I gotta get on my
Awesome.
call. Nice to see you
okay,
all. Talk to you
okay,
later.
bye.
Okay, so that sounds good because yeah, I have a LinkedIn already, Christine, so it'd be nice to get started.
Yeah,
You know, yeah, so
And Danny can't wait to start, but he has to wait till next week because he had a client today.
oh.
You don't know him yet, but he's funny. And he
Okay,
has
life's too
LinkedIn
short.
and he's touched bases with some people, but he's looking for Spanish.
Oh,
Yeah, Spanish people.
well, that's good. That's
He
great.
runs a Spanish group. I mean, he
Uh-huh.
wants both, but he runs a Spanish group.
Mm-hmm. That's great.
So he said he'd be on next week.
Awesome.
But we can come on at 4 next week, can we?
Yes.
now
Once you get registered, you'll get the emails, and the link, the Zoom link will be in the emails.
okay,
So you can just
sounds
click
good.
on that and get in.
So I
We'll
just
just-
forward 100 names a day to Debbie.
Ah, that's great. What are you going to do, Debbie?
Okay, all right, let's go. I haven't been on my computer since
Okay.
probably,
And you know
Yeah.
what? They just come in so fast, I don't even have time to put them on our counter. Now I've got
Mm,
another girl
So-
doing it for me.
so
Ah.
Christine, when we come on next week, we're gonna get rolling on the course?
yes,
Okay,
yes. So bring your
All right.
notebook with you.
Yeah,
Be a gold digger. Yeah, I love it.
That's great.
That's great. Awesome.
okey dokey.
Okay,
Thank
I'm
you
gonna have
very
to,
much.
I have to stay, I have to keep my window open because I have an appointment with Stephen.
Yep.
all right.
So if you guys
Have
can
fun.
just get your sign
Bye.
yourselves
Bye.
off, that would
Bye.
be great.
We'll leave.
Bye.
Okay. Okay.
Bye.
Awesome.
Jacqueline's still got one of hers on here. I don't think she realizes she's still got one on. So how are you, Stephen? I can't hear you. I don't know why.
Now,
Yeah, I can hear you.
sorry, I had to take my microphone off there, so and turn my phone volume up on my computer real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes it's hard to hear and everything. I'm great. Been a busy day and everything else, but had to run some errands and everything, but I'm pretty good.
Oh, cool. Can you just excuse me just for a minute? I haven't had a chance to go visit the washroom all afternoon.
By all
I'll be
means.
right back. Feel free to grab yourself something to sip on. I'm going to grab something to sip on.
All righty.
Oh, Stephen, it's been a real day, I'll tell you.
I believe it.
Mondays can be really hectic. Whew.
Almost usually are. I had to go, open a new bank account today and everything else, and had, run a couple errands and everything. It's been one of those days. But
Oh, my husband bought me a soda, so I'm sipping on my soda.
dude, I'm same thing here.
Well,
Between-
it's good to meet you.
Likewise, ma'am.
So where is it exactly you're located?
I live in Belleville, Illinois. It's about 20 minutes to the east of St. Louis.
Is that the area where they're having the big power outages and big storms?
Not far as I know. I think that's further south than us.
Oh,
I haven't heard. It could have been near us. I haven't heard anything. My power hasn't gone out, thankfully.
my goodness. Well, I'm in Alberta.
They had a lot of major stuff over near where one of my brothers lives out in Kentucky, though.
Oh, maybe
Yeah.
that's where. Well, I'm in northern Alberta,
Oh, nice.
up by Edmonton in
Yeah.
Canada. You can probably tell by my Canadian twang.
You're good. I actually have some business associates up there as well.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, my business I run operates in 16 states and DC. It operates in Japan and Alberta, Canada.
Oh,
It's a
cool.
kind of cool actually. Actually, I had I was talking to some some people I was trying to show my business plan to, and one of my old job has some locations up in Alberta, and I didn't know they had regular phone numbers. I thought it was like a long distance kind of international phone number.
Mm-hmm.
So I tried calling one of them one time and actually got through to them. Like, huh? I thought, well, I didn't know. I never called Canada before, so I didn't know there's like regular phone numbers.
Yeah. Wow. Wow. What a small world.
Yes, ma'am.
Tell me a little bit about what you're all about. What is your business? I can't remember.
My business is I'm an independent energy consultant. I show people how to save money and make money at the same time using the energy bills as leverage.
Oh, I see. Oh, that would be a little bit like what was this? Oh, it'll come to me probably when we hang up.
I'm a consultant with a company based out of Dallas. It's called Ambit Energy.
Uh-huh.
So basically,
Yes, I've heard of it. I've heard of it.
I've been in with it for about 5 years now. As you can see from my tag on there, I am currently a regional consultant working toward the next level of senior consultant. Essentially,
Oh.
I don't make money unless I help my team make money. So, but I'm always I go out, I talk to people, I make connections and everything else. That's basically the only thing I do online. I post my scriptures that I do for my devotionals, and I talk business stuff. That's all really. That's all that I think this social media is really good for.
Yeah. Well,
that's basically
I
what LinkedIn and everything is for me. So it's
yeah, I hear you. There's so much that has gone online now.
oh yeah,
A lot of, in church on Sunday,
yeah,
we have such a big congregation that we can only have 50% of the congregation show up because they have to distance, and everybody
right.
has to wear a mask. I direct the music, so I have to wear a
Nice.
mask standing up in front of everybody directing the music.
That makes almost no sense, but but yeah,
But
my
it's
church.
really hard to sing with a mask on.
My old church I was part of the choir. But my new one I'm actually I joined the ushers and everything and try to just to serve something. I plan on talking to the music director to see if I can join the singing group. But we don't require all that. Our pastor tells us that if you want to, wear it. If you don't have to.
Uh-huh. Yeah.
But they leave it up to each person, which is good. It's. But yeah, I go to a good church. It's called Enjoy Church. Probably find it online, but it's awesome people.
Yeah. I find when you get into those groups that they're usually really good people.
Oh yeah.
You usually meet some really good people. They have good principles, strong principles. So my mission is to help alleviate world poverty. That's my mission. And so I'm looking for opportunities for people that people can join without having to pay a whole bunch of money to join.
Right.
80% of the people in the United States are living on the government dole. That's what I call it.
Yeah.
Government handout.
You're not wrong.
And well, we have 8 children. 5 of our families live in the States, and we have 3 that are in Washington State, and 1 family's in Florida, down in just north of Miami. Well, they work in Miami. My daughter and son-in-law both work in Miami. And then we've got another family. One of our sons and his family live out in New Hampshire. And then we have 3 daughters that live in Canada. And 2 of the families live out in Vancouver, and one of the family lives way out in Nova Scotia. So a lot of the things that I've noticed that have been happening over the last little while is that our kids have been really blessed because they're working in professions that are really needed. So
Right.
they haven't been having challenges. Our oldest son in Washington works, he's a lead programmer at Amazon.
Ooh, wow.
And he heads up a team of programmers, right? Then I've got and then we have a son and a daughter that's a dental hygienist that lives in Washington State. She's always got work.
Yeah. Gotta keep these going.
Yeah, and we have another son in Washington State who has been studying to be a doctor. So the daughter and son-in-law that live in Florida, she's a nurse, a head nurse. She manages a team of nurses in the maternity ward of a large hospital in Miami, and he is a lawyer. So
Nice.
they're doing really well. They're doing fine.
It sounds like you have a very smart and talented family.
Yeah, I've been really blessed. And our son and daughter-in-law and their family that live in New Hampshire, he's a teacher. He has his master's in teaching. And his wife,
actually, go ahead. Sorry.
His wife is a nurse practitioner.
Wow. I'm
So
one of
they're-
3, so
Yeah, so they're doing well, right?
yes, ma'am.
And then the daughter, one of our daughters that lives in Nova Scotia, her husband is a goldsmith. He has his own business and he designs jewelry for people and charges an arm and a leg. And then
My
but that's what
my
they all
mom
do.
does the same thing. She doesn't charge people a lot, but she makes jewelry.
and his wife is a nurse. She's a nurse, a bachelor's of nursing.
I've never
So
I
we've
never
got-
in that field myself, but I have family members on my mom's side that were in that for a long time. My grandmother, her name was Alice Wolf, Alice Dunlap, you know. But
Yeah.
anyway, she was for her entire career she spent in the medical field. She was I believe a CNA, certified nurse assistant, for 50 years.
Oh, wow. Wow.
She knew. I think she knew more than doctors sometimes.
Oh, wow. My goodness. So our other 2 daughters that live in Vancouver, they're not quite as well established. One is a single mom and she has been working as the main secretary at a car dealership for many years. And then the other one, they've got 4 children, pardon me. And her husband is a mechanic. And so there's a big need for mechanics
Oh yeah.
there even in COVID times, right?
Single mom. You said single mom of 4. She got the hardest job.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, she's not the single mom only has 1, but this one
Oh.
whose husband is a mechanic they have 4.
Oh.
So she's able to stay home and look after the kids. So, you know, even though we've been going through this COVID and had all these challenges, and we can't do some things, quite a few things actually, the way we used to do them,
Mm-hmm.
we people have become very creative and realize that we have a huge value with these online systems, right?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Zoom's been a lifesaver for most people.
Yeah. So is Ambit Energy in Canada?
Yes. Right now, like I said, we are in Alberta, Canada.
Yeah.
It's basically the where they wanted, I guess, use the test market up there.
Mm-hmm.
The best way for me to look at your area to see if it's covered, to be whether you could be a customer or business partner.
Mm-hmm.
One thing I love about my business, let me go and pull it up here, is I can operate my entire thing from right here.
That's great. That's just what I was telling the girls just before I was talking to you. How important it is to have, because the day of paper business cards It's dead and gone forever. Well, you saw me show it. I'm
I
sure
still
you saw
carry
me.
I still carry my paper business cards, but I also have the thing on my phone where when I pull up my website, it has
Yeah.
the QR code I can use.
Yeah. Well, the
But
thing is with
some people
QR
like
codes, a lot of
some
people
people like
don't
to have that paper
understand them.
business card.
Yeah. But you know what the stats are with paper business cards? 83% end up in the trash bin within the first 24 hours.
That's probably not wrong. I
Yeah.
never heard that stat, but that's a good one.
Yeah.
Just
So-
just out of curiosity, what is your zip code there? Actually, start that. I can't look on the site.
T is in Tom, O,
T is Tom O.
yeah, and then C as in Charlie,
Mm-hmm.
and then O, V as in Victoria, O.
Jacobo.
Yeah.
No,
So
because
all the O's are zeros, not
Oh,
the
okay,
letter
yeah.
O.
well, I was gonna look on one part of my website there, but I realized I have to go to my actual browser on my phone because the my actual app
Mhm.
goes to the actual U.S. website, and I have to type in the actual thing for the Canadian website for it to come up.
Mm.
myambit.ca. Let's see. It should come up on my phone here properly. Yeah. One thing I like they do is it's a different color.
Mhm.
So like if I think Japan is like a greenish color, something like that.
Uh-huh.
And Canada is purple. I like that. It's got like a purple hue to it.
Yeah.
I like that. It's not what I wanted to do. Maybe I have to type in join ambit.
Oh, wow.
Well, today's been a day for everybody, I think. I almost feel bad for one of my my former coworkers now, but because I also start a new job on Wednesday. Because I was working for a company called Aaron's, which you may be aware of. It's a furniture and appliance sales store, and I'm now going to be going into a management position where I'm going to be the paperwork that I did today was a shift supervisor. My title is going to be parks manager.
What? Say that again.
I said my paperwork that I was filling out to what they call onboarding.
Yes.
Said shift supervisor. My title, my new job is going to be parts manager.
Parts manager. Oh.
Yes.
So
Yeah,
is that going to be at the furniture place or?
No, ma'am. I left that one.
Oh, okay.
It was just, it was a headache.
Oh.
I am going to miss a few of the people there. I did message them saying, hey, don't be a stranger. I will miss you, So it looks like you're under Fortis, Alberta.
Yeah.
So yeah, looks like you are covered. So has a fixed rate plan right now, I believe, of between which one there's a couple options you can do on there, but yeah, just if they'll come up there and show the screen there without flashing everything.
I just hold it at a bit of an angle.
At an angle?
Yeah, a little bit of an angle so that it doesn't reflect. Just turn it a little bit more that way towards you.
Oh, towards
Turn
me?
it more towards you. No, the full length of it. Turn the length of it towards you.
Like this or?
No. It's like this, but turn it towards you like that. That's better. I can see it better now.
But yeah, that's basically your rates are right there. So if you want to, I can always email that to you. Email you the link or something like that.
Yeah, can you email it to me? I'd like to take a look at it.
Absolutely. Yeah, I'll send you I have your email in my from this Zoom thing that you sent me.
Yes.
So I'll just send you the link through that to show you basically the both the business side and the customer side. So you can
that would be great. That would be great. This would be really good for you to put in. I also belong to an organization called AAI.
Okay.
And it is it's free for people to join. People can sign up for free. And then for $25, they can get this little avatar. It's a little avatar. It's Dave the cop. and he's a little
That's
person,
cute.
and you can get him to get him programmed to market whatever business you want him to market,
Cool.
and it attaches to your website. And I think this would be really good to help you market your ambit energy.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So-
what the ladies were talking about earlier. I basically do what the ladies she says you get a whole lot of, she gets a whole lot of followers and everything on LinkedIn.
Uh-huh.
I basically do the same thing. Like when I link to somebody, I make sure they
Mm-hmm.
have more than just a handful of people on there because it's kind of weird if it kind of throws me off if they don't have maybe 2 or 3 on there.
Oh yeah.
But usually if they have like a lot of people on there, I'll connect with them just to connect with people.
Yeah.
And I'll say, hey, thanks for connecting. I appreciate, you looking me up and connecting with me. How can we help each other?
Mm-hmm.
I always want to make sure that, hey, I can help you and you can help me. It's like
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, send me the information about ambit energy. I'd like to read up about it some more about the company. Do you have any videos in there that talk about the compensation plan or anything? How you
yes,
can make
and
money
that's
with it?
on the main one that I'm gonna send you on there.
Mhm.
One is my ambit, one is join ambit. The my ambit is the one that shows you all the videos on there about how you get
Mhm.
paid, how everything works, and everything like that.
Okay, that's great. It sounds
Yeah.
awesome.
Yeah, but that way you can have everything you need, and that actually might be easier if I do.
Yeah, and Stephen, I wanted to mention, thank you so much for being patient with us ending up that last call.
It's not a problem whatsoever. I'm a pretty patient person for the most part.
Uh-huh.
Only time I'm not patient is when I'm behind the wheel. I
keep telling my husband, sorry.
I don't lie to people. I tell them, hey, I have a little bit of road rage.
Yeah.
But I'll be nicer if everyone else is smarter, I don't
Yeah,
know what
I hear
it is. Like it gets bad weather and people can't drive. Like not that bad. Like if you're tired, like of course I had brand new tires and everything and brand new brakes in my car because I needed it done. So that's well, I got them done this last year. I got low when I needed them.
So Stephen, which email shall I send you? I can send you a link to this AAI program that has the avatars. And their mission is, I just found them last week. Their mission is the same as mine. They're working to help alleviate poverty, world poverty. So which email should I send that to?
You should have my email as steven.crow2@gmail.com. And I'll go ahead and send you the my ambit and the join ambit as well. So you basically, when you type in on the join ambit, that one for the actual energy, you can type in your zip code there. You can see all the ones we offer to see which one's the lowest rate you could get there. So
okay.
I'm sending them over now. That way you can have them, and
then I'll compare it. I'll compare it to what we're paying now.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
If you have a chance to, would you be able to at least email me a picture of what your bill looks like? 'Cause I've never actually seen a Canadian bill.
Ah, okay.
I send them the link. I just send them the link and they sign up themselves.
Yeah. Okay.
But just so you can blank out your actual personal information. I just like to see what it looks like.
Okay.
But yeah,
I'll do that.
Either way, I look forward to continuing this and making sure we can help each other out the best we can.
Yeah. Yeah. It's all about finding people, networking with people, and finding ways we can work together, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not to sound weird, but you kind of look like a nicer, calmer version of my granny.
Oh.
Well, my mom's mom was way to put it, a codger,
Oh.
She was ornery, but she loved us.
Well, I'm not very ornery. The reason I'm not ornery is when I went through school, I was bullied in school. I'm very tall. I'm 5'10", and so I was always taller than everybody in my class. And the kids in school, for some reason, they called me the witch. Doesn't help that I have red hair. If you look really close, you can see I've got red hair.
I was tiny in school. I I didn't like sprout until like midway through middle school slash junior high.
Yeah.
I was bullied too, but it's like
Yeah.
it kind of made us better people. It's like
That's right.
we learned how to be resilient and learn to have
Yeah.
a thick skin and not get so offended by everything.
It's taught me to be aware of other people's feelings too.
Exactly.
When I go to a networking meeting, sit down to breakfast networking meeting, I always look for the person that tends to sit off by themselves. And I think,
you talk to them, yeah.
yeah, I go and reach out to them, and then I take them and introduce. Once I find out a little bit about them, I know who else in the group I could introduce them to,
Right.
and I'll
Well,
go
I
and
mean,
introduce them.
because I grew up like that. I had a few bullies. Most of them have apologized by now because I had one that did that last couple years. But
Oh,
you learn to basically you grow up, you have that in you. You have it's part of your spirit, and it teaches you how to you don't seek it out, but you notice those little things, and you basically want people to you don't want them to feel the same way you did. So you say, hey, like I know I've been there. This is how you can do better.
yeah, I hear you. Big time.
Yeah, I like to help everybody. Two of my main areas I like to help. Of course, I've been in retail for about 20 years. But I like to help people that are having hard times. If I can either help them out with giving money, or I can show them the business and help them help themselves.
Mhm.
That and because I was raised military, I like to help veterans out too. So
Yeah, that's great.
because veterans, I mean, no
Yeah.
matter what you do, veterans don't have pensions, but it's not enough.
No.
Most people on Social Security aren't making enough. And then people, of course, there's one of my friends. Her name is Becky. She tells people there's more people turning 55 plus and 65 plus every day than anyone else in the world.
Mhm.
But the one thing that really gets people is I tell people about it's like their salary's not enough. Tell them I don't care what the number is. Take a calculator and type in your annual salary, how much you make for the whole year. I said, okay. They're like, okay. It's like now do me a favor, subtract 60% right off the top of that. That 40% is what you're going to retire with. Can you survive off that? It's like most people are like, no. It's like,
Yeah. I hear you big time.
people just don't realize it's not, retiring on whatever you made there is not enough.
Mhm.
You got that's why you got to have not totally contingencies, but have options where you can start building something aside from working for someone else all the time.
Yeah. That's so true. I tell you, if you've got any more questions, feel free to ask them, but I have to be gone in about 9 minutes. I have to be emceeing a group.
Oh, that's fine. You're fine if you have to go soon. We can correspond
Yeah.
by email or anything.
Yeah.
Quick, do you read a lot or do you listen to audiobooks a lot?
I read something every day. I'm reading Happy Pocket Full of Money right now.
That's a good one. Because one book I'd like to recommend to you. They actually talked about it at one of my business events last year, and everyone's been like latching onto it. It's called The Energy Bus.
Ah,
It's a good one. I actually have two other ones in my car right now, but maybe we can talk about those next time.
yeah, that would be great.
Yeah, look that up. It's an excellent book.
The Energy Bus.
Yes, ma'am.
Awesome. I'll look it up.
I might have to borrow that tag on here, so I like that.
What tagline?
Help alleviate world poverty.
Yeah, it's
Well, mine is usually I tell people I help people turn their energy bill into an ATM.
oh, that's cool. Yeah.
But yeah, you can. I'll let you get to whatever you have to get to, and I look forward to talking to you soon again.
Yeah, same here. It's been delightful, Stephen.
I appreciate you taking the time to tell me about your life and everything you do. And
Thank you.
let me know after you look at that information I sent you. If you have any more questions, it should have my phone number attached to the website.
Okay, that's great. I have got set up on my phone unlimited calling in the United States and Canada, so
Me too.
it'll be easy to call.
I'm with
Awesome.
Virgin. I'm with Verizon, so
Oh, okay. We'll be talking to you soon.
thank you, Miss Till. You have a blessed night.
You too. Bye now.